seats are still open. Can I ask just for let her sit down?
Yeah. All right, good evening. Good evening. All right, welcome to the 2023 Rice Business Plan Competition. We are glad you're here. How about you deserve a round of applause? We have, before we really get started, we have a short video to give you a bit of an introduction to the competition, and here it comes.
Welcome to the 2023 Rice Business Plan Competition, where 42 startup teams from 37 global universities will compete in the world's largest and richest student startup competition. More than $1 million in prizes is at stake to help them grow their ventures. Standing at the edge of what's possible, these entrepreneurs are reimagining the future of technology, healthcare, energy, lifestyles, and more. Over the next 2 days, they will learn what it takes to pitch to more than 250 judges, secure investor funding, and compete for big money to launch their startups and make a positive impact. See which startups will rise to the top at the 23rd Annual Rice Business Plan Competition. The competition begins now.
All right. So my name is Brad Burke. I'm the Managing Director of the Rice Alliance for Technology and Entrepreneurship, and we are really proud to welcome you here to the Jones Graduate School of Business in Houston, Texas. Welcome to all of you. Yeah. This year we had 479 completed submitted applications. We selected 42 teams. Those of you who were down here in the pit about to give your elevator pitch, all of you are already a winner. How about a round of congratulations? As you can see from the logos on this chart, we have competitors from all over the U.S. and beyond the U.S. We have competitors from all the way from the West Coast to the East Coast and 5 different countries. And let me see if I can remember them. I couldn't get them earlier today. We have competitors from India, from Canada, from Turkey, from Germany, and the United States. Congratulations to all of you for making it this far. Welcome to the judges, too, at this year's competition. We so appreciate you giving up of your time of 2.5 days to help provide mentoring and feedback and advice to the competitors here at the competition. We have more competitors this year. Well, let me back up. We had more applications this year than we've ever had for the competition. We have more judges this year than we have ever had, over 350 judges, and you can see the profile of the judges on this chart. About 2/3 of the judges are investors. The other third represents a diverse group of entrepreneurs, mentors, service providers, and other corporate individuals. How about a round of applause for all of the judges who help us out? And there's a reason that I have these 2 water bottles up here, because I wanted to say this is a small token of our appreciation for the judges. And if you look at this picture, you can see that if there are some judges who I think have a complete collection back from 2001 to 2023. And if you do, I'm missing 2006 through 2005 and earlier, so I'll buy those from you so we have a complete collection. But in almost all of those years, Siren Capital, Susan Vick, has been a sponsor of the Judges Gift, and they are again this year. So we appreciate Siren Capital, and we appreciate all of you judges who support this competition and make this competition unique from all others. Now, there are a lot of you from outside of Houston. A big Houston welcome tonight. And if you're a judge, you've seen this slide once or twice or 20 times before. We're so pleased to welcome you to Houston, where, if you're not from Houston, this is the temperature of Houston is always 72 degrees. Now I have to confess, I made up this data. Because when I put this slide together a week ago, it was supposed to rain every day when you're here, and it was going to be 80-something degrees every day. And I said, well, I'm not going to show that on a slide, so I lied about all this data. But I think we had nice weather today, and we're going to have nice weather tomorrow, as I understand it. So, all right. I'm so pleased and proud to be able to introduce the Dean of the Rice Business School. Peter Rodriguez came to the business school in 2016. And his role as dean has been transformative for the school. During that time, we have doubled the MBA enrollment. We've introduced an fully online MBA, even before COVID, when now it's probably more common. He launched the first undergraduate business major at Rice University. He's introduced recently a hybrid MBA program. And as you see, as you walk around the building, if you've walked around the building for a number of years, he has renovated the building. His tenure as dean has been transformative for the school, and I'm especially fond of Peter because he's very fond of entrepreneurship. Please give a big Rice Business Plan competition welcome to Peter Rodriguez.
Thanks, everybody. This is just a wonderful event every year. If you don't mark this on your calendar and look forward to it, I don't know what's going on with you, but this is really the most exciting time that I ever have, and it's thrilling to be here and thrilling to be here with all of you. Welcome to the Jones Graduate School of Business, and welcome to Rice University. I like to call it Moonshot U, home of the great moonshot in 1962, right out there in Rice Stadium, not too far from here. People here dream big. They dream big, bold ideas. I think the city of Houston really loves and champions risk takers, and I think you see that in the judges, and I think you see that in the very best of this competition. I'm delighted to be here, and if you're not excited, man, check your pulse. This is just the best thing that you can do, and I'm thrilled for all of our competitors here today. A lot of things make me proud of being an academic. I like being a part of knowledge creation. I love being a part of knowledge dissemination. But this is even better in some ways because this is where knowledge creation meets the practicality of the world in a way that makes a positive difference. And if there's anything more purpose-defining than that, I just don't know what it is. So I'm delighted to everyone here and really grateful to everyone at the Rice Alliance. Can we have a big hand for Brad Burke?
And the team.
The team. I was going to say, we need a key person insurance policy on Brad because Brad has done so much to help this place. And the Rice Alliance team and everybody here does an absolutely fantastic job. You can't even see Catherine Santa Maria, who I'm sure is still working somewhere outside and doing more busy things. But thanks to everybody because this event is outstanding. And it's done so much to put us on the map and help us be seen for what we really love here, for what we try to create here, and this great, tremendous legacy of the Rice Business Plan competition. What you take part in tonight can absolutely change your life. What you do here tonight can absolutely change the world. And it's really rare that you get to say that. So I'm especially proud to be a part of that. I welcome all of you. I know you're going to have a wonderful time. Buckle up. These minutes are going to come really fast, and you're going to see many things I predict, really fascinating, thrilling, exciting, and we're happy to be a part of all of it. So I look forward to seeing you all here tonight, tomorrow, and the next day, and the next night when we actually do some really fun things. I tell you, giving away big checks is a lot of fun. So we're looking forward to all of that, and I wish luck to all the competitors here. Brad, thanks to you and your team for an always spectacular job.
Thanks, Peter. Thanks, Peter. So now you know why I love Peter, and he's a great boss and a great leader for this school. Well, it's my pleasure also now to introduce another fixture and tradition of the Rice Business Plan competition. Brad Richards has been a judge at this competition and a supporter from Haynes & Boone since 2002, so that would make this about the 21st or 22nd year that he has judged and supported this competition. And he is so gracious to come out every year and help welcome all of you to the Rice Business Plan competition. How about a nice round of applause for Brad Richards?
We are all so incredibly lucky to have Peter and Brad and have you welcome to this incredible competition. This is the best business plan competition on earth, bar none, and it's absolutely fantastic. My colleagues and I from Haynes & Boone are imaginative intermediators of integrity, and we are inspired by innovators like you. And we would love to help you out, as long as I assume that you're not going to be too put off by my irritating alliteration. Through the years, I have generally tried to give a little Texas homespun business advice, and so I'm going to do that for you tonight. A simple phrase: shameless self-promotion is good. It's good. As you know, there's nothing about self-promotion that's bad, as long as people are still listening to you when you're done. And it is never shameful, to be able to tell about yourself. So don't ever forget, don't ever lose that opportunity to give your elevator pitch to anybody who will listen to it. Sell yourself, sell your team, sell your product, sell your idea. Sell, sell, sell. And if you're still listening to me, I want to engage in a little shameless self-promotion myself, because a picture is worth 1,000 words. You see, I am an investor in a Houston-based winery startup that was founded by a Rice Jones Business School graduate, my daughter, Jennifer Rossi, and I asked her to come here tonight and tell you a little bit about her winery.
Texas wine. There may be some skeptics in the room. But consider this. According to a 2022 economic impact study, the Texas wine industry is worth $20.35 billion. This is up from $13.1 billion in 2017. This growth can be attributed to one main thing. We, myself included, make great wine in the state of Texas. That is why my winery, the Cause Urban Winery, is dedicated to making 100% Texas wine. But that's not all. The Cause Urban Winery is dedicated to supporting local charities through sharing proceeds and collaborating on labels to promote causes. It's a win-win-win. The Cause Urban Winery gets to partner with amazing organizations such as the Houston Food Bank and the Houston Area Women's Center. Charities get additional promotion and receive a portion of the proceeds from every single bottle that is sold. And then consumers, like you, get the chance to enjoy some award-winning wines. So all 4 of my wines that I have for sale have medaled in major wine competitions. As the founder and the winemaker, I can't wait to share my amazing wines with you. Come for the cause, come back for the delicious Texas wine. Now, I don't know about you, but I cannot wait to hear from all of these amazing startups and witness their shameless self-promotion. Thank you.
Well, I have a little secret for you. It won't be long before you can actually get a taste of the winery from the Cause Urban Winery, because when I learned a few weeks ago that we had a Rice MBA entrepreneur who's launched a winery, we said, well, what other kind of wine can we serve after the elevator pitches than from the Cause Urban Winery? So you'll have a chance. So we ended up buying a bunch of wine and brought it out here. So while it lasts, you'll have a chance to taste test all 4 wines and support the Houston Food Bank, the Houston Area Women's Center, Scouts Honor Rescue, and the Memorial Park Conservancy. So I don't know about you or the rest of you, but I'm excited for the end of the elevator pitch when we can start tasting wine. But we're not quite there yet, and a big thanks. So I have thanked the teams that are here tonight. We appreciate you wanting to participate, wanting to apply, and wanting to compete. Appreciate the judges, 350 of you giving up your time. None of this would be possible without the great support of a large number of sponsors. Between corporations and individuals, we have over 150 people in companies that support this year's competition. You will see them on signs in almost every room of the building over the next 3 days. How about a big round of applause for all the supporters? One other thanks I'd like to give is to the accounting firm, accounting and financial services firm of PKF Texas. Ever since the time when we got our prize money up to about $1 million, we said, look, we need to have an outside firm come in and validate the results and verify that the winners are really the winners. And ever since then, PKF Texas has stepped up and said they'd be glad to do that. Now, Chris Hatton from PKF Texas spends 2 days of his time in the back room during this competition, and you probably won't see him, but we appreciate his effort and all the effort of the folks at PKF Texas. How about a round of applause for our official accountants of the Rice Business Plan competition? And I think Peter's already thanked them, but I'd like to thank them as well. I have, you know, every leader of a group says they have the most awesome group ever, but no, we really have the most awesome group ever. How about a round of applause for the Rice Alliance team? I do have to tell you where we track. So here's the good and bad news for the 42 teams that are here. Every year, we will reach out to you and ask you where you are and how you're doing. We track every team that competes at the Rice Business Plan competition forever, until you have an IPO, until you are acquired, while you're in business raising money, or if you happen not to be in business any longer. But we have had alumni from this competition raise over $5.6 billion in funding, including almost $1 billion in the last 12 months alone. And you know what my hope is? My hope is that all of you get added to this chart over the next year or 2 or 3, so that if you were to come back 3 or 4 years from now, you'd see that number be 10 billion instead of just 5.6 billion. We've had 269 successful startups. I want to see your logos here on this chart next time, although I tell you the logos keep getting smaller every year. We've had 56 exits, including 5 companies that are publicly traded now, that have gone through an IPO process and are publicly traded. So prize money at the competition. As you know, we have 76 prizes that we give out at this competition. That means that there's enough prizes that every team that competes is guaranteed to win cash money. And last year, the prize money started at 1.7, and by the end of the banquet, it ended up at 2 million. So the question will be, where are we going to end up at the end of the banquet on Saturday night this year? So, you know, second little secret we'll tell you is that we serve a lot of wine at the banquet. But the funds raised did not stop at the banquet last year. In particular, 4 companies raised significant additional funding from the investors at this competition. Goose Capital led a $5 million round for last year's first place winner. Hoth Intelligence raised over $2 million, of which about $750,000 came from the Al Investment Group, Ty Houston, the Houston Angel Network, and the Rice Alliance Prize. Mallard Bay went through the SoftTech Venture Studio, closed a $2 million round that SoftTech participated in, and Mantle got funding for New Climate Ventures that offered a prize last year at the competition, but they ended up closing a $2 million round. So if you do the math, and you say, well, last year we ended the banquet at $2 million, but the additional funding over the last 12 months has been $4.5 million. Companies that came through last year's competition raised a total of $6.5 million from investors at the competition. So how about a nice round of applause for those? All right, so right before we get to the elevator pitch competition, let me give you my 60-second elevator pitch about how the competition will work. Hopefully all the teams are well aware, read everything that we sent you, everything that Catherine Santa Maria sent you. I see some people nodding their heads down here. So here's how the competition will work in 60 seconds. Tomorrow, we have the first round. We have 7 flights, and there are 6 teams in each flight. The top 2 teams in each flight will advance to the semifinal round, which is on Saturday morning. So 2 times 7 is 14. That means that we take the top 3rd place team across all 7 flights, and that will be the 15th team that goes into the semifinal round on Saturday morning. Now, what about the other teams? So if you do not advance the semifinal round, you will advance to the wild card round. So all teams advance that do not advance the semifinals go to the wild card round. But the wild card round is named that way because the top team in the wild card round will take the 7th spot in the finals on Saturday afternoon. So you still have a chance to advance to the final round even if you are in the wild card round on Saturday morning. Now, the last piece is the semifinal round. So semifinal round Saturday morning, there'll be 3 flights in the semifinal round Saturday morning. We'll take the top 2 teams in each of those 3, that's 6. And again, the finals will be completed with the wild card team. It finishes out. So that's how the competition will run over the next 3 days. So now we get to the fun here. And so the folks who have anxious looks down below can get ready, because this is when competition starts. So, judges, I do have a couple instructions, and I'm going to turn it over to the MC tonight. A couple instructions are judges. You should, hopefully you know this already, and you've already logged into the platform. It is a browser-based platform set up by Poetic. The URL is behind me. You should log into the platform, and if you can either use the RICE Visitor Wi-Fi, which does not require a password, or you can use your cell data to log into that browser. So you should log into the platform and get ready to submit your votes. Once you're into the platform, you click on the elevator pitch competition round. That's the 2nd step. The 3rd step is you click on that and you will begin to see the teams that will show up. And you will want to vote and put in your score for each team as they complete their pitch, because if you wait and try to go back, it's going to be hard to remember the 42 teams, the teams that competed 40 times ago. So go ahead and score each one as we go through. And then when you get done, when the last elevator pitch company presents, then hit submit and your votes will be submitted. And once you hit submit, you're not able to go back. Now, if for some reason you are a judge and you are unable to get on the platform, we know there have been a couple judges who've had some hang-ups over the last day or 2 in getting to the platform. We do have some old-fashioned scorecards for you. And so if you have a problem getting the platform, and we've got some stack of them up here, holler out and we will get you. There's a hand up here. There's some hands up here. If you will raise your hand, we'll come around and give you a yellow scorecard. Now, judges, please put your name on the scorecard. Please put your cell phone on the scorecard in case we have any questions. And if you are a fellow team member of one of the teams that are pitching down here, please don't grab a scorecard. Because if your name's not here, we don't recognize your name, we're going to give you a call and verify that you're actually a judge. But we do have scorecards. Okay, so let's get on with the elevator pitch competition. It is my honor to introduce Samantha Lewis to help MC the competition tonight. Samantha is with the Mercury Fund, but we love Samantha because she graduated from the Rice MBA program in 2017. And she's had quite an entrepreneurial journey that I will let her describe to you, but she's currently a partner with the Mercury Fund, Mercury in Houston, one of the most active early-stage venture capital firms in Texas. Mercury Fund has been involved in this competition since the very first year in 2001. Please welcome, give a big round of applause for Samantha Lewis.
Hi, everyone. I know a lot of faces here and quite a few who I haven't seen, so welcome. As Brad said, I graduated from the Rice MBA program in 2017, but my journey with RBPC started my first year. So I think I'm the only person that has done multiple roles here. Well, no, there's a lot of people who've done multiple roles, but mine have been almost every single role you can do if you don't work for Rice. So I was a volunteer my first year. My second year I was a competitor, so I was in y'all's seat. The third year, I was a director of now Goose Capital, and so I was a judge with Goose for a few years, and now I'm the MC of the elevator pitch competition. So next year I'm gonna have to find something new to do, so I'm looking forward to it. And let's go ahead and get started. Is there anything else I'm missing, Brad? You know the instructions. Please, judges, remember to score as we go. Okay. Oh, yes, that's right. I promise I read the email. Okay, so elevator pitch rules. So if you're riding in an elevator with someone from Mercury or another investor, maybe you're gonna get one this week, what can you say and what's gonna hook us quickly enough to get us to a next meeting? Each team, you have 60 seconds. I am also the timekeeper, so please don't make me start pushing you off the stage. And the next presenter, please stand on deck. So right after this presenter is finished, you can come on up. All right. So happy to announce our very first competitor, Astrobioscience.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Adi Mittal. I'm a medical student at the University of Pittsburgh and co-founder of Astrobioscience. Traditional aneurysm diagnosis requires 5 to 7 people, dressed like me, in full OR attire, to conduct an invasive procedure that's not only traumatizing for the patient, but places a large cost burden on them. Now, if an aneurysm isn't monitored frequently enough, it can pop, like a balloon, causing a catastrophic brain bleed. Now imagine where all of this invasive testing can be replaced by a simple blood test. At Astrobioscience, we're developing a simple blood test that can be integrated into an existing laboratory. This blood test can be performed at the cost of 1% of the current standard of care, and it also provides a unique risk of rupture metric which no other test on the market can provide. Cerebral aneurysms have been diagnosed the same way for the past 100 years. Join me to stop the pop. Thank you.
Thank you. That was great. And next up, we have Ceres Plant Protein Cereal.
When I was 13 years old, I weighed 212 pounds. I grew up thinking that Cinnamon Toast Crunch was part of a balanced breakfast. I was wrong. Sugar did not love me as much as I love sugar. Growing up in a food desert in rural Louisiana, I understood the issue facing everyday people in towns across this country. We lack access and awareness to sustainable, healthy snacking. And that's why I went on to found Ceres, the first ready-to-enjoy snack with 20 grams of plant protein and 0 grams of sugar. 2 years of innovative food science has allowed us to take peas and hemp and turn it into a nourishing crisp that's tiny but packs as much nourishing ingredients as a meat protein with up to 85% less carbon emissions. Now people can snack sustainably. We compete in the $5 billion annual market, a $5 billion market for plant-based snacks in the United States. We're working to make people crunch consciously on healthy snacks.
And next up, we have Boston Quantum.
Hi everyone, my name is Shantanu and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Boston Quantum, a startup working to disrupt the financial industry with the scalability and speed of quantum computing enterprise software. Boston Quantum includes a talented team of 3 MIT PhDs and 2 MIT MBAs with deep experience built at the likes of McKinsey, Goldman Sachs, Credit Suisse, Meta, Rigetti, and AWS. And we have 16 years of experience collectively of building quantum computing hardware and software. And currently, we are working to deploy our quantum algorithms to rapidly detect complex arbitrage opportunities with our 3 institutional clients in the FX and crypto space, a space with an obtainable market of $10 billion US. Long-term, Boston Quantum's vision is to lead the quantum computing disruption in the financial industry by scaling other products in liquidity optimization, portfolio optimization, and fraud detection. Thanks so much for your time and happy to chat afterwards.
Okay, come on up. Inzipio Medical.
Good evening. This is Jack. Jack got cancer of the jaw. Surgeons have to remove it and replace it with a bone transplant from his leg. Today, this is largely done by estimation and gut feeling. Would you want that? No, neither would hundreds of thousands of patients who undergo cancer and accident surgeries every year. We believe they deserve precision and accuracy. I'm Thomas, co-founder of Inzipio from Aachen, Germany. Our patented system for surgical planning uses our state-of-the-art AI technology. Preclinical studies have shown our solution can make surgical planning 90% faster and 50% cheaper than today's procedures, while improving patient outcomes. We are here to raise $3 million to get FDA approval and take our product into the clinics. We are Inzipio, and we're shaping the future of surgical planning. Thank you.
Hey, quick reminder to the competitors. So while someone's going, if you're next up, come stand over here, please, in the on-deck circle. Okay, next up, we have Active Services.
I'm Shiv from Active Services, and we're reimagining solar. Who here has seen a solar panel? They're around yay big, weigh 50 to 60 pounds, and they're encased in thick glass. Why? They're heavy and flexible because silicon is a ceramic and it's fragile. But what if you thought about solar differently? What if you could put solar on any surface and make it active? That's what we do. Our MIT-developed technology makes solar panels 120 times lighter. They're thinner than a human hair. Our beachhead market of commercial warehousing only has 3% of rooftop PV today. That's $300 billion in market potential just because it can't handle the weight of solar. Our team is the one to unlock this capability. We are coming from MIT. We have industry-leading advisors. We're a part of the best climate tech accelerators in the program, and we have industry researchers helping us. If you can envision a future where any surface is active, then join us.
And next up, we have Boardable.
More than 3,000 board games are launched every year, but can never reach the ordinary player. People still only know about Monopoly and Uno. Boardable is a mobile board game platform created to improve awareness and accessibility of board games. For players, we offer a portfolio of different games that can be played online or in person. We have a TV mobile setting that is great for groups and doesn't require any other external device besides a smart TV and your phone. For publishers, we understand that marketing a board game is very expensive, and we are their new distribution channel, and we are fast. In fact, we are creating a board game engine that will allow publishers to design, develop, and launch their own board games on our platform without our help or programming skills. We have just reached 1,000 weekly active users, and we can't wait to get 100 board games in your phone.
Judges, reminder to be scoring as we go, please. And next up, Biome Future.
Hi, my name is Jessica Tittle, and I'm the CEO of Biome Future, and I'm joined here today by my CSO, Monica Scholl, and we make up the female founder team of marine biologists behind Biome Future. At Biome Future, we are creating ocean-safe chemicals from the coral reef microbiome. Current chemicals in your products today typically come from petroleum and plants and have a really high environmental impact. But by utilizing biomanufacturing, we are able to create a chemical platform using the microbes from the coral reef. Through this platform, we're able to reduce our environmental impact and create valuable chemicals for your products. We're so excited to be here at Rice, and we'll be seeking a $500,000 investment to complete our product development and continue developing our IP. We hope you'll join us as we create clean chemistry from the coral reef microbiome. Thank you.
Next up, we have, and I hope I'm saying this right, Vivoly?
Vivoly.
Vivoly, okay.
It's good, it's good. Hi, I'm Angela. I'm a third-year medical student, and in the next 2 years, I'm gonna have to decide what kind of doctor I wanna be for the rest of my life. There is a lot to do, there is not a lot of time to do it, and there is no centralized tooling to help me make it happen. School administrators also struggle to support students through this chaos, and as a result, 20% of medical students don't get into residency, meaning they cannot practice medicine in the United States. So this is why we made Vivoly, a platform that consolidates the innumerable tools students are currently forced to use and organizes student obligations all in one place. Vivoly simplifies the most disorderly yet critical years of medical school. Students get a big picture view, while administrators get to student data insights into what they're doing, so everyone gets to focus on what matters, like getting into residency. We have widespread support back home at Penn, and we plan on launching there this winter. We hope you'll join us for the journey. Thank you so much.
And now we have Mila Health.
Hi, before I get started, can I have everyone take a deep breath? Thank you. My name is Javane Santos, and I am the CEO and co-founder of Mila Health. Mila Health is an AI-powered care coordination service that detects and manages the risk of pregnancy-related complications. We are a B2B SaaS company that charges a licensing fee on an allied health professional basis to decrease costs and improve outcomes for health plans, risk-bearing providers, and community-based organizations. We have the earliest risk detection of maternal depression on the market. We can predict depression in the postpartum period as early as the first trimester at a 94% accuracy level. Our models power our provider dashboard and our SMS and mobile application that we give to moms. We've raised $648,000. We're VC backed, and also most notably, we're backed by NIH. We will be the first downward trend in maternal mortality rate that this nation has ever experienced, and I hope that you want to join us. We are raising $2 million on a safe, and if you're interested, please see me after. Thank you so much.
And now we have Modern Vivo.
Today, millions of patients suffer from a lack of effective medication. This is because the drug development process is costly and ineffective. It costs between $1 and $6 billion to take a single drug from the lab all the way through human clinical trials, where they fail over 90% of the time. This is because preclinical animal models, a highly utilized step in the drug development process, consistently fail to predict clinical success. This is because these models are conducted thousands of different ways with no scientific rationale why one set of experimental conditions are chosen over another. This is because these models would take years for scientists to manually identify the best conditions. At Modern Vivo, we're developing an AI-enabled software suite to help scientists automatically identify what model conditions are most associated with clinical success. And together, we can help get more effective drugs into the clinic, reduce the number of animals used in preclinical experiments, and get millions of dollars in revenue for our clients. Thank you.
And it's Gridlink.
Hey everyone, my name is Josh from Gridlink, and at Gridlink, we have built software that saves electric vehicle fleets millions of dollars per year in operational costs. In the next 6 or 7 years, the number of EVs on the road in the United States is expected to triple, and many of the early adopters of EVs are large company service fleets. But these large company service fleets are not used to managing EVs. All of a sudden, they have to deal with variable pricing of electricity and demand charges when they charge too many of their vehicles at one time. Our platform remotely controls and optimizes the charging schedules of an EV fleet to maximize vehicle availability and reduce charging costs by over 50%. We've been nationally recognized as a top grid-enhancing technology through Department of Energy. We're negotiating the terms of our first pilot program, and this week, we've opened our seed round. Our team is determined to help usher in the era of EVs, and we'd love it if you joined us on the ride. Thank you.
Next up, we have Tiara Climate.
To reach net zero, the United States needs between 30 to 40 times more grid-scale batteries, which will require hundreds of billions of dollars of investment. Unfortunately, batteries don't make enough money to justify this investment. My co-founder and I have been at the center of the power universe for the last 7 years, and our firsthand experience tells us that grid-scale batteries are the new bottleneck to the green energy transition. But with rising renewables and the risk of rolling blackouts greater than ever before, battery project development is falling quickly behind. Fortunately, Terra Climate is creating a first-of-its-kind carbon offset product tied to batteries that compensates them for reducing emissions on the grid and boosts revenues by as much as 20 to 30%. Our goal is to build the preeminent platform for all battery services required, and we're inviting you to join us in unlocking a pathway to a net zero future and a more resilient grid. Thank you.
And welcome to Outmore Living.
By a show of hands, how many people here have spent a night sitting around a fire with family and friends? No need to raise your hand on this one, but think about it. How many of those nights ended early because it was too cold outside? The reality is, fires bring people together, but they don't necessarily keep you warm. Good evening, everybody. My name is Kevin Long, co-founder and CEO of Outmore Living. At Outmore, we believe time spent outdoors is time best spent. Yet 80% of consumers are dissatisfied with their outdoor living spaces, claiming that outdoor furniture is too expensive for its seasonal usage. Outmore Living is determined to change that. Born around a fire on a crisp fall night, a simple offhand comment, "I wish our seats were heated," led to a 2-year journey that has culminated in us launching the world's first battery-powered heated outdoor furniture. Our patent-pending technology and design will forever change the outdoor living industry. From backyards to rooftops, we're excited to be leading with our mission to help people connect and be out more. Thank you.
And up next, we have Airseal Cardiovascular.
Hello. Take a look to the person next to you, and then turn your head to the other person next to you. The sad truth is, one of you three is going to have cardiovascular disease. What a downer, right? But here's the thing, you won't even know about it, because most of the diagnostic tests that we have now are grossly inadequate. So think about when you go to your doctor and you get your blood drawn and you get a lipid test, an LDL or total cholesterol. It turns out that 1 in 3 people is misdiagnosed, either because they have a comorbidity or they're taking a medication that causes it to be inaccurate. My name is Mohammed Zayed. I'm a vascular surgeon, and I went to graduate school in business so I can start a company to learn how to do a better way of diagnosing cardiovascular disease. And we have developed a new blood test that's equally cost effective and more diagnostic than the current standard of care. We have a United States issued patent on this technology, and we can use this in the clinic both as an outpatient, inpatient, or any setting at the same exact mechanism. We're here to raise our seed round to be able to seek FDA approval without a clinical trial. Join us in revolutionizing cardiovascular diagnosis.
And now we have Arch Pet Food.
There are over 100 million dogs who suffer from food allergies. Chicken and beef are the 2 most common allergens, yet unfortunately, they're the most prevalent ingredients found in our pets' food, which leads to 1/3 of the livestock industry being used to feed our pets, which creates a huge impact on the environment. Arch Pet Food uses insect protein, which is hypoallergenic, sustainable, and more nutritious than chicken or beef. We have the first functional, sustainable treat on the market, and with our patent-pending hypoallergenic food, we also have a patent-pending hypoallergenic food made with insects. Sorry, lost my train of thought there. The pet food market is expected to double over the course of the next 10 years. And our early investors, UChicago and Techstars, are bugging out about our potential. We invite you to join us as we look to bridge the gap and build a cleaner future, forward-thinking proteins, and a happier pub. Thank you.
Up next, Adrigo Insights.
My name is Ashwin, and I've been a digital marketer for 15 years across 6 countries. Over $330 billion are invested in digital advertising across North America on hundreds of social media platforms, on hundreds of digital platforms. The only problem is that each platform has their own way of measuring success. This industry lacks standardization. At Edugo Insights, we're determined to change that. We're revolutionizing the digital advertising industry by offering common metrics to measure success across social platforms. It is based on our already patented technology. We conducted our first pilot with the Coca-Cola company and realized that the platform could save up to 20% in media spends with 80% more engaged users. We are building the product and seek $500,000 to bring it to market faster. Thank you.
And we have Edulis Therapeutics.
Hi, my name is Spencer, and I have 2 secrets for you. 1, Crohn's disease sucks. And then 2, the medications for Crohn's disease also suck. So what I mean is that these drugs are ineffective and expensive. And if you're one of roughly 1.5 million patients in the US today, there is an 80% chance that you're gonna have surgical intervention to resolve the inflammation in your gut as a result of Crohn's disease. So imagine going to the hospital every 6 weeks, paying $30,000 for a name brand biological infusion, only for 95% of that drug to be wasted and diluted throughout your bloodstream, getting as much effective ingredient in your toe as you're getting in the symptomatic tissue in your gut. At Edulis, we're creating the first bioresorbable drug delivery patch to locally deliver drug at the symptomatic site of tissue, concentrating drug where it's needed most. This is an out-of-sight, out-of-mind solution for patients with no infusions, no injections, and no surgery. We have an expedited path to market, and we look forward to including you in our pre-seed round. Thank you.
Up next, we have Citrimmer.
Awesome. Thank you. If you look around you and think about the products that you rely on every day, they're likely made from plastic and rubber, 2 materials that start as oil, and once they're made, they can never go back. These are a detriment to sustainability in all of our lifetimes. My co-founder and I are PhD students at the University of Michigan, and we've developed a chemical technology to take a food waste product and turn that into the next generation of high-performance, fully recyclable, and circular materials. The orange juice industry only uses about 30% of the mass of an orange to make the juice. When you eat an orange at home, you probably throw the rind in the garbage can. But at this scale, 70% of the orange is left untouched. We have developed this technology at Citrimmer to take the most abundant molecule in that rind and string it together to make these high-performance materials, tapping into the $6 billion market that is the footwear industry, where both consumers and companies are aligned for environmentally conscious, high-performance materials towards a quick manufacturing cycle. We're currently raising $500,000 for a scaled production of this material, and are excited to share more with you and hope you'll join in our excitement for the next generation of these sustainable materials that change the way that we live every day.
And now we have Integrated Molecular Innovations.
750 million people globally are suffering from a thyroid-related disorder. Outdated testing protocols and mismanagement of their disorder are leaving patients suffering. At IMI, we're developing a wearable device that continuously monitors thyroid hormones. Patients simply put the sensing pad onto the device and adhere the device to their upper arm, and within minutes, their information is being streamed to an app in their phone. Our team of co-founders have a diverse background in business, science, and engineering, and paired with our network of advisors, we are perfectly positioned to change the way thyroid health is managed. At IMI, our mission is to shift healthcare from reactive diagnostics to proactive monitoring. So please join us in transforming the industry from sick care to healthcare. Thank you.
And now we have Unchained.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bilal Isifu, founder of Unchained Inc., and we are a talent platform specifically built for companies seeking to engage diverse early career professionals. So I want you to imagine you're a campus recruiter who's eager about recruiting diverse talent. You currently spend your budget on career services and online job platforms. But the issue is 60% of students never visit career services. Of the 40% that do, only 14% find it helpful. 75% of online resumes never make it to a recruiter. And amongst diverse candidates, this disparity is higher because 6% of black professionals reported that they didn't secure an internship. 7.9% Hispanic students haven't secured an internship in comparison to 74% of white early career professionals. We built this platform to help employers connect with more high-quality, diverse candidates than other solutions. We do this through our hybrid recruiting model that pairs our platform with in-person engagements to deliver direct qualified candidates to companies that seek them. In only 2.5 years, we reached over 15,000 early career professionals. We've worked with 14 Fortune 500 companies, and we've helped over 300 students get connected with corporations interested in them. At Unchained Inc., we make every day a career fair. Thank you.
And now we have Pediatrica, excuse me.
Every 15 minutes, a baby is born actively withdrawing from opioids. What this looks like is seizures, tremors, poor feeding and breathing, and it results in a 2-week stay for that baby in the NICU and a $2.5 billion burden on the healthcare system every year. What if we could prevent that? At Pediatric Therapeutics, we are a drug development company that combines scientists and business professionals to develop a new drug that retains the therapeutic efficiency for the mother so she can go on opioid maintenance therapy while also reducing withdrawals in her babies. The current global opioid use disorder market is $1.5 billion. We are seeking $1.8 million to de-risk our technology and give these babies a better chance at life. Thank you.
And now we have Perseus Materials.
Imagine you manufacture the blades that go on wind energy turbines. Over the last 2 years, demand for your products have skyrocketed as demand for renewables has increased, but you've really struggled to keep up. Your order books have exploded, and it's simply too costly to scale up that quickly, right? As you realize that you are the slowest part of the supply chain and you're actively becoming the bottleneck in the transition to green energy, you realize you need to find a solution. You need to find a solution that allows you to do more with what you already have. Hi, we're Perseus Materials, and we're a group of Stanford researchers that have spent, we're really passionate about this problem space, and we've spent time in lab developing a new composite material that actually solves a lot of these problems. By using substantially less time, labor, and lower cost, we're actually able to bring down the cost of composite materials to allow these companies to actually implement these solutions. But we're not just talking about wind markets. This has applications in aerospace, automotive, as well as brand new markets. We're excited about the transition to clean energy, and we're excited to create a low GHG emission composite material.
Up next, Unsmudgeable.
Hi everyone, my name is Swarna and I'm the founder of Unsmudgeable. You might notice that I'm wearing glasses today, which is something I hate doing because they get smudged so frequently. That's why I'm here with Unsmudgeable, a green permanent anti-smudge eyewear lens coating for a lifetime of clear vision. Currently, all eyewear has an oleophobic or oil-fearing surface, meaning that every time you touch your lenses, the oil from your fingers in your face clusters, causing the light to refract in a way that you cannot see through the smudge. Unsmudgeable's coating allows the oil from your fingers in your face to spread, making your fingerprint invisible at all viewing angles. We operate on a B2B2C model where we license out our technology to lens manufacturers, and we're spending over the last year developing our MVP coating and recently filed for a provisional patent application. And we're currently seeking a pre-seed round of $800,000 to fund our lab space, expand our team, and develop our product further, all so that we can help you and me see more clearly and smudge-free. Thank you for your time.
Judges, quick reminder to make sure you're scoring as the competitors go. Next up, we have Scully.
Hi, my name is Rick Adams. I'm a commercial airline pilot. Did you know that 1 in 600 flights has a medical emergency on board? The current process is outdated. I'm here to tell you that there's room for improvement. Currently, the flight attendant will page for a doctor or a nurse on board, and usually there's not one. So they play an unreliable game of telephone to a doctor on the ground over the radios. Our product at Scully cuts through that noise. We give you direct face-to-face contact with a doctor from your seat. The flight crew has fewer distractions, you get better health care, and the airlines can save money. Currently, the industry in the aviation market is $1 billion. If we expand to other industries, it's $26 billion. Like I said, I'm a pilot. I've got a surgeon on my team, healthcare IT expert. We've got a great team. Would love to have a financial partner join us. Thank you.
And now we have Magnify Biosciences.
Hi everyone, my name is Fei Fei from Magnify Biosciences. We enable nano imaging for scientists and clinicians to see cancer more clearly so we can treat cancer more effectively. We already show value of our approach in a case study where we can accurately identify non-responders to cancer drugs. Currently, there is no such test. And solving this critical need, we can actually save healthcare $740 million just for urinary bladder cancer alone. You might be asked, why no one have done this? Our technology is 100 times cheaper and faster than existing solutions, and it's based on years of research from Carnegie Mellon University and MIT. Our technology can be easily deployed for highly predictive diagnostic tests, patient stratification, and clinical cohort selections. And we're really working with our industry partners as well as clinical collaborators to evolve this $157 billion precision medicine market. Thank you.
And now Zamo.
How many of you hesitate to click on links in an email because you don't want to be taken out of your inbox? My name's Danny, co-founder at Zamo, and we do shoppable emails. Did you know a typical e-commerce email has a 2% or less chance of turning into a sale? And yet, these emails make up 30% of total revenue for online stores. At Zamo, we use a combination of new technologies to bring the shopping experience from the website into the inbox. By creating marginal increases in conversion rates, we generate hundreds of thousands of dollars in additional revenue for online stores. There are 9.5 million online stores in the US, and we expect our average contract value to be $10,000 a year. This product has been extremely easy to sell. We started building in January and already have 8 live customers, including Pattern, the largest e-commerce marketer in Utah. We're currently raising a pre-seed round and would love to talk with you after. Thank you.
And now we have Alg Bio.
Hi everyone, I am Selen, PhD biotechnologist and the founder of Alg Bio. I came from Istanbul, Turkey. The carbon dioxide level in atmosphere reached the alarming levels. This is because of the greenhouse gas emissions from the facilities. Discharging of industrial wastewater from the same facilities into ocean is creating problems like mucilage, eutrophication, ocean acidification. So Alg treats industrial wastewater and capture carbon dioxide with microalgae to produce biofuels, bioplastics, and generate carbon credits. For 1 acre of algae, Alg has potential to remove up to 2.7 tons of carbon dioxide per day. We are the proud member of the Greentown Houston and the alumni of the Mass Challenge Early Stage, both in the United States and Switzerland. Our customers consist of the production facilities, municipalities, industrialists, or distributor licensed oil companies, marine and aviation sectors. We are now raising of $2.5 million seed for the development of the deep tech. Please join us, and to see more, please search for ikebio.com on social. Thank you.
And coming up, we have Trash Trap.
Good evening. Every day, our planet generates 200 Empire State Buildings of garbage. Every year, we throw away materials that are potentially worth $450 billion while polluting our planet. We are Trash Trap, riding to the rescue by turning the world's trash to cash. We are taking a holistic approach to waste management, and we have 6 patentable technologies that allow all trash to be either recycled or reused. Nothing going into landfills, rivers, or oceans. All mixed waste is either segregated into recyclables or converted to value-added products. We are seeking a seed investment of $2 million to build a commercial-scale pilot plant of a sorting facility. Please join us in our quest for a cleaner and greener planet by converting the world's trash to cash. Thank you.
And now we have Thrift Ship.
Over 12.5 million small businesses run entirely through Instagram. They post pictures of the items they want to sell, and then users can comment on the picture to purchase. When it's time for shipping, the customer will message the business on Instagram and type out their address and send it. Then this becomes a very tedious task for the business because they have to open their phone, look through their messages, and then manually retype the address they were sent into a shipping website in order to purchase and print out USPS shipping labels. It takes about 2 hours for every 10 packages, but luckily we found a way to turn that into an easy 30 minutes. Thrift Ship gives Instagram small businesses a shipping link that they can send through direct messages. When customers click on the link, they are presented with a secure shipping form where they can fill out their address, email for tracking, and more. Since launching in 2021, we now have over 1,400 small businesses shipping with us and have helped ship out over 85,000 packages across the United States. Thank you.
And now we have Pike Robotics.
Hi, I'm Connor Crawford, CEO and co-founder of Pike Robotics. Pike was spun out of UT Austin and originally funded by Phillips 66 to help with the real need they have for maintaining their product storage and refining facilities. There are 170,000 petrochemical storage tanks which use floating roofs that sit atop liquid fuel. These tanks require regular safety and emissions inspections, but there are significant concerns with the current method, including safety of human crews and the financial cost of taking a tank offline. To address these problems, Pike has developed an autonomous explosion-proof wall-climbing robot equipped with a state-of-the-art sensor suite. This robot produces the same result that a human crew does, but does the job faster and to a higher level of accuracy. Our business model is robots as a service. We build a customer on a recurring basis after each inspection visit to a tank site. We have 2 pending utility patents. We performed 3 demos with potential customers, and were recently contacted by Shell Game Changer about setting up a pilot study at their Deer Park refinery. We're raising a $650,000 pre-seed, of which we've already closed $345,000, in large part to a National Science Foundation SBIR Phase 1 grant. We're Pike Robotics, and we're transforming inspection of energy facilities with robotics. Thank you.
And up next we have Mira Hart.
Imagine you are one of the million families in the US today whose child is at risk of developing heart failure, a lifelong condition. And when you go home, there are no methods to monitor your child's progression. So you rely on qualitative symptoms like fussiness and fatigue, which often appear too late. This results in a rehospitalization rate of 50% in this population. My name is Carter Galke, a co-founder and CTO of Mira Heart, where our device measures central venous pressure non-invasively in the at-home setting. Central venous pressure is the main metric used for medication decisions in pediatric heart failure. This will allow for medications to be changed at home to allow these children to stay with their families. Our device is fully reimbursed through already existing pathways, which will allow families no out-of-pocket costs. And we will save $14,000 per patient who use our device through the reduction in hospitalizations. Mirrorheart will give these children and their families the care they deserve from the comfort of their own home. Thank you.
And now we have Atma Leather.
Did you know one animal leather bag requires 10,000 liters of water to produce and the carbon equivalent of charging 18,000 smartphones? Animal leather is unsustainable. So it's a good thing that this bag in front of me is actually made from banana crop waste. You heard that correctly. We at Atma Leather have developed a novel technology to convert banana crop waste into a leather alternative that looks, feels, and smells like animal leather. This material is vegan, sustainable, and cruelty-free. It has a 95% reduction in water use and a 90% reduction in carbon emissions. Our material is called Banofi, our banana fiber leather, and we're excited to be disrupting the $400 billion leather industry across fashion, furniture, and automotives. I'm Janali, the CEO of Atma Leather, and together with a team of incredible people, a now growing team of 16 people, we are ready to disrupt these industries. Thank you.
And now we have Signy Solutions.
Signy Solutions is focused on solving a $200 billion problem, eliminating PFAS, or toxic forever chemicals. PFAS is linked to serious health issues, including cancer. It is in our water, and new sources are found daily. Odds are you and I have PFAS in our blood. 99% of Americans do. I'm Dana. I'm the Chief Commercial Officer and co-founder at Signy Solutions, where our mission is to forever eliminate forever chemicals. Current solutions remove PFAS, but they leave costly hazardous waste. With upcoming federal regulation, Signy is ready to be the breakthrough technology to eliminate this problem. Our product permanently destroys PFAS using Light and Purgon, our patent-pending material that is non-toxic, reusable, and scalable. We remove liability and we bring decreased costs to our customers. We are looking forward to our pilot this fall, and we are seeking funding and key partners to support us in this journey. Join us at Signy Solutions as we forever eliminate forever chemicals. Thank you.
Reminder, judges, make sure you're scoring along the way. And now we have Sheza.
There I was, sitting on the floor in horror as I peeled a bloody sock off of my foot. That was me the very first time I broke in my leather boots. Now, by a show of hands, how many of you have ever gotten a foot blister? The majority of people in the room. A lot of the solutions online are to put Band-Aids on, double up on your socks, or even tape your feet. But what's the easy solution that just takes a second? Sheza socks. Sheza socks are a unique foam-padded, patent-pending technology sock that has a little foam layer sewn into the back of each sock to protect your foot and make sure that you never have to suffer again. We have gone viral on social media many times, gaining over 27 million views across social media, and this has given us $135,000 in revenue in just launching in the last 6 months. We are patent pending, and we are planning to go on Shark Tank next year. Our gross margin is 77%, and remember, next time you get a blister on the back of your heel, all you have to do is put on a Sheza sock. Thank you.
And now we have Quantinx.
Hi everyone, my name is Surabhi and I am the co-founder of Quantinx. How many of you here have tried on a virtual reality headset? Well, I'm sure you all agree that there is no fun in being in a virtual world where you cannot touch or interact with virtual objects. And we are revolutionizing the way you interact with these virtual objects by building haptic feedback gloves called Xtangible. Xtangible means extended touch, and you can touch, interact, and feel virtual objects in virtual world. Our 3 types of feedback lets you feel the recoil of a gun, or even feel the texture of a ball in a virtual world. So while our focus is currently in gaming, we believe that we have the potential to transform markets like healthcare, digital education, and even robotics. And we're so excited to be here, as well as at the forefront of this emerging technology, and I will be very glad to share our vision with you all. Thank you.
And now we have LoopX AI.
Hi, I'm Jing Wei from LoopX, an autonomous driving solution provider for underground mining. Did you know that more than 100,000 underground miners are putting their life at risk due to the collision with every heavy machinery? In fact, hundreds of tragics of fatal fatalities and injuries occurred every year due to the collisions, tearing thousands of families apart and costing hundreds of $million losses in industry. To eliminate that risk, we have Collision Alert by LoopX. This add-on little box should be attached on a mining vehicle, and it can detect the surrounding object nearby and alert the drivers when they are at the near collision zone. With a price of $10,000 US, it could totally improve the mining safety situation in the worldwide region. So let's work together and make that happen. Thank you.
And now we have Blueverse.
According to US Bank, more than 3 out of 4 small businesses fail because they lack a well-developed marketing plan. So whose fault is this? Platforms like Google and their high advertising costs? Review sites like Yelp and their deceptive practices? Or maybe just the business themselves? Or maybe it's your fault for not trying a restaurant every time you see it on a billboard driving down the road? We realize that many great businesses get forgotten because there's not an effective way to market locally. Most of us want to take advantage of local promotions and deals, but the businesses struggle in getting the word to us. And that's because the best marketing doesn't come from the businesses themselves, it comes from the consumers who recommend them to their friends. But did you know that 98.5% of consumers don't leave reviews? This means that 15 people are influencing the decisions of 985. And the icing on the cake is that about 1/3 of those reviews will be positive. Blueverse changes this by providing businesses a space to show their local personality. We merge social media with the reviews and rewards, so now you'll have just one place and one app to interact with your favorite local businesses and save your hard-earned dollars. Thank you.
Up next, Pathways.
Through 2060, the global urban environment will double. That's equivalent to building a new New York City every single month through 2060. But what a lot of people don't know is that for a new building, half of the environmental impact comes before you even turn on the light the first time or get the key to your new house. It's from the embodied carbon of the wall I'm standing on or the desk here. And today, real estate developers pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for embodied carbon analysis that's produced manually. At Pathways, we can automate that. I'm Liza Sandman, and I'm one of the 3 co-founders. Last year, we launched our first product integrating directly with 3D CAD software, and we have more than 1,100 architects using this to map embodied carbon. We can now use this data we have available to automate manual processes. We've just kicked off a pre-seed raise of 1.2 million. We already have 200K committed. And we want to invite you to join us in decarbonizing the built environment. Thank you very much.
Oh, they're not here?
I'm here. Yeah.
Oh.
I am here. Yeah.
Sorry.
Hello.
Biosense 8 is here.
Right. Right now in the US, there are 8 million infertile women which have difficulty getting pregnant or carrying a pregnancy to term. And the primary reason for this is that they have ovulatory dysfunctions, meaning that they don't ovulate every month or that they ovulate irregularly. This means for these women that they go through 12 months of extreme frustration, stress, and anxiety about starting a family. And what lies ahead is IVF, which is very expensive, time-consuming, painful, has low chances of success, and it's oftentimes not covered by insurance. Fortunately for these women, they can confirm they've ovulated by measuring their blood progesterone levels with very high accuracy and specificity. And there are a lot of tests on the market right now predicting when a woman will ovulate, but very few which actually confirm it. And this is why Biosensate is setting out to make the MySense a reality. It's an at-home, quantitative, and portable blood-based progesterone sensor. If you're excited about what we're doing, come talk to us tonight at our booth. Thanks.
And now we have Detoxify.
Just 1 second. Growing up, I have personally faced the impact of unclean drinking water. And over the years, I've also realized that the issue is not so much water scarcity, but rather clean water availability. A much bigger issue is the helplessness that this can bring about. In the US, as an example, 77 million people consume water from sources which violate safety standards. And globally, this number runs into the billions. So therefore, at Detoxify, we are building technology like this with wood filters inside to enable access to clean drinking water as a human right. Built over a decade at Harvard and MIT, these next generation water filters can take care of the chemicals, metals, lead, and so on that other filters can take care of, but they can also take care of the bacteria, viruses, and protozoa that get millions of people sick in the world across the year. At the showcase, I invite you to come have a drink with us. I believe that everybody in this world deserves the right to clean drinking water. And so in closing, I ask of you this. Who's with me?
And now FluxWorks.
You know, when you get in your car, the first thing that you need to do before you get it to move is you've got to put it in gear. Gears are everywhere, from aircraft to submarines to medical devices, and whether you're in a harsh environment or in an everyday environment, you need a gear that never fails. Hi, my name is Brighton. I got my PhD in electrical engineering 9.5 hours ago. I'm the founder and CEO of FluxWorks, and we're putting a new spin on this fundamental technology. Our protected magnetic gear technology offers contactless, lubrication-free, self-healing properties, and it has physically demonstrated over 99% efficiency and 4 times quieter operation. It offers unprecedented reliability from outer space to under the sea to even inside the human body. While our HubZone certified venture has unique defense and space commercialization opportunities, we also already have commercial contracts in automotive and aviation. With your help, we hope to commercialize this premium gear solution. Thank you.
And last but definitely not least, Dia.
I woke up this morning to a text from my best friends. She's going through IVF, and she's not responding normally. So her doctor has asked her to come in every single day to get her blood drawn to have her monitored. She's a patent attorney, doesn't really have time for that, and also doesn't feel very well while she's going through all this hormone treatment. And I unfortunately know what that's like. I could have avoided 2 major surgeries if my biomarkers could have been monitored at home after I got hit by a car on my bike. That's why I invented the Dia device. My name's Sloan Tilley, and we have a patent-pending electrochemical non-invasive sensor. It works with sweat or saliva, and to date, we've already measured hormones, metabolites, neurotransmitters, and electrolytes. We have a team made of myself, who I will graduate from Duke Business School actually this weekend, so I'm missing it for y'all, you're welcome, along with electrochemist and an engineer. If you want to come get a baseline of your hydration status before we start drinking that delicious wine, come see us, but you probably won't beat the Navy SEALs that I was drinking with these past 3 days at Soft Week. Cheers.
Thank you, everyone, so much for coming. And again, we're Mercury Fun. There's a few of us around here, so come find us. We're happy to tell you more. Congrats to all the competitors. And judges, please submit all your scores. And now, hand it over to Brad.
All right, so don't leave yet because we got a couple of reminders for tomorrow. But how about first? You know, it's incredibly tough to give a 60-second pitch in front of like 450 people. I thought they all did a great job. How about a round of applause? Yeah. And how about one more round of applause and thanks for Mercury for sponsoring the elevator pitch and for Samantha Lewis for helping out tonight as my co-MC. Okay, here's a question. What time does registration and breakfast open tomorrow? 7:30. It was a trick question. It's behind me on the screen. What time do judges need to be in your rooms tomorrow? It's on the screen. 8:45. Those who said it got it right. We will do, so the round will go from 8:45 until 2:20. We'll take a 30-minute break, and then the teams will come back in the same rooms one at a time for 15 minutes for feedback from those judges who have just judged them. So you'll have another chance for feedback tomorrow. And then we will be back in this room at 4:30 tomorrow, and we will announce those teams that advanced to the semifinals. So you will know at 4:30 tomorrow whether you're advancing to the semifinal round or to the wild card round. Now, what do you need to remember? Judges, what time do you need to show up in your rooms? 8:45. That was a little bit better. All right. Team presentations begin at 9 o'clock sharp. Teams, remember, throughout the day, no matter when you have to present, be at your rooms, outside your room, 10 minutes before your time. 10 minutes before your time. The staff, we have the Rice Alliance staff and the many volunteers who've helped out, most of whom are Rice students, but we have others as well. If you have questions, go see those folks, and remember, be nice to them because they're working hard for you for the next couple of days. Have fun. Remember, tomorrow, I don't think we have any rain tomorrow, but leave extra time. For those of you who are driving here, leave extra time to get here because you need to be on time, especially if you're a judge. All right, so what's the final thing for today? It's the company showcase and dinner reception. So you will have a chance, all of you will have a chance to be able to walk around and meet these teams one-on-one and learn more about them. And you'll have a chance to have dinner and have a reception as a part of that. You'll have a chance to check out and to try the Cause Urban Winery wine tonight. You'll also have a chance to check out St. Arnold's Beer as well, who is the official beer provider of the competition. We'll have that too. And you have tacos. Look, you're in Houston, so we had to have tacos tonight. So, the company showcase and reception will be at what we call the Student Center in Grand Hall. So the way you get there is as you go immediately out here in the rotunda, you'll take a right and go across the street, and it's about 50 feet away. You can't miss it. So go out of this door, turn right, go across the street. It's about 50 feet away, and go into the Student Center, and that's where the reception and company showcase will be. All right, the last thing, and Samantha said it, judges, remember to submit your scores online. If you filled out a yellow score sheet, if you're a judge, we'll pick it up. Either you can bring it to me or the volunteers will come around and get your score sheet. Thank you all. You teams did great tonight. We will see you tomorrow morning. Congratulations. And thanks to Next Clean Fuels and Chris Eford for sponsoring the company showcase and reception. Thank you so much to Next Clean Fuels.